the it looks like the Warlock, I believe. Those are all neutral cards.
This is Torison, so it seems like this is the Malygos Warlock.
Yeah, with the Azure, right?
Yeah.
The Azure kind of puts it out, and of course Chakki is using his Control Warrior. I mean, I'm really excited to see who wins, right? The person who wins definitely deserves to win, and how do I say it? Like, they really, I want both of them to be in the finals. They're so like underrated and whatnot. I want to put them in the spotlight, but one of them is gonna definitely go out, and yeah, we'll see what happens with this matchup.
I think this matchup is actually good for Malygos Warlock. Basically, you just it's kind of like Handlock versus Warrior. You don't have the Giants, but you do have still those big threats. You have Twilight Drakes that you can play early. You have those Corruptors that need to be dealt with, and you try to grind health a bit to get the Malygos combo rolling. But obviously, you need to draw as many cards as possible, get the big Torison, and just play out your deck as you normally do.
Yeah, I just think it is favored for the Malygos Warlock as well, because the Warrior just doesn't put enough pressure at the early turns, right? It's like an Acolyte and Armor Swift. What are they going to do, like 2 damage a turn, right? Control Warrior really needs to find the Alexstrasza to find the extra burst into Grommash, and that's going to take ages. So yeah, I definitely favor Dog in this position here as well.
People really underestimate how much damage those minions can do. They focus on Malygos and so far Dark Bomb, but when you get the board with like Sludge Belcher, Twilight Drake, Corruptor, or maybe even another Drake, those minions have a lot of attack.
Yeah, I mean, think of it this way: if the Malygos Warlock does like Malygos double Soulfire, it's 18 damage, right? So effectively, you're making your opponent start at 12 health. So every hit just hurts that much more.
Seems like playing versus Druid, right?
Yeah, kind of, with like 14, right? But Malygos is 18. It comes a bit later, but yeah, it's definitely really strong. A bit later.
It might be even more. If you hit with Torison, if you hit Soulfire, Dark Bomb.
The Dark Bomb is 20, yeah, it's even more, yeah.
We see that Chakki draws the Emperor, which is a game changer, as I said before, but the problem is he doesn't have any combo parts in his hand yet. And sometimes it's not even worth. Wait, what I'm talking about? That's Control Warrior.
Yeah, that's Control Warrior.
Sorry, I just jumped to conclude.
No, you're still right, because Dog doesn't have any combo parts to the Malygos, right? I mean, you really want the Emperor to take the Soulfire to 0 mana or Malygos to 8 mana. So yeah, he has to just wait it out still. But still a very good board for Dog right now. Chakki needs to kind of deal with this Twilight Drake that's going to be very annoying.
He doesn't have an Execute yet, and Execute is an excellent card to deal with them.
Yeah, because this kind of Warlock doesn't run any Giants. So that's one of the best targets to execute, really.
So what do you really do? Is you want to draw those cards from Acolytes of Pain, but do you think Armor Smith was needed here?
Well, I mean, he wants to play Armor Smith so that his Shield Slam would be a little bit better next turn. So that's why he's hurting his own Armor Smith. Usually you don't really want to do that, but with the Shield Slam, it really makes sense.
So the Twilight Drake is usually a pain for the Warrior, most of the situations, because it's the same when you play against a Handlock, right?
Okay.
The Warlock always wants to get the Twilight Drake rolling out to just destroy the chips of armor that the Warrior has, so the Shield Slams will be not usable, and situation. We
actually have a guest caster joining us, guys. I want to welcome Hype to the desk.
Hi, Hype.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
So you wait, you eagerly wait for the Rogue match, right?
Yes. Oh, you have a cam too.
Have a what?
They immediately showed your face
nice.
on the stream. Yeah.
All right, so Rogue, Hype is our Rogue specialist. He's definitely going to have a lot of good insight. But I will sub out and leave you guys here.
All right.
You're free. So.
Okay.
Thank you, Nick.
Cool. So yeah, Chakki here. Just gonna equip the Despite. Just gonna clear off the Drake. Don't want to set up for getting too much, because I mean, what if your opponent plays Argus? Then the Twilight Drake actually gets out of the Geddon range.
That's true.
And exactly that. There you go. So not the best turn to Emperor, like we said, because you do want the combo pieces to make those cheaper.
It falls short to the Death Spite right now.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think it's still the Twilight Drake is the best option here. Like, what else do? You can play Defender of Argus just to kind of avoid the Death Spite having so much effect on board like it should have.
Right.
The Imp King boss is not usable at all.
No, you don't want to do that. I do like the Argus, I guess, because like if you do the Twilight Drake, it just dies to an execute. I'm not really sure if that's like the best plan, but I guess he has to do that. He values the Argus quite highly, I guess. Here's a pretty good turn for Chakki.
So you think he will be waiting with the Emperor till he draws like at least one Soulfire, right?
Well, I guess you do want to do that, right? I mean, the thing is, like, if you have a cheaper Argus, you have a cheaper Implosion, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
too
it
much.
doesn't. Yeah.
You just want to kill your opponent, and he's at 22. 22 is actually very scary because we know that the kill is at least like 18, right? With a Dark Bomb, that's like 26. That's even crazier.
But man, that's like ages away.
It is ages away, but I mean, Warlock has all the time, right? As soon as Chakki draws like Alex Straza and Grommash or something like that, then he is really going to be put on the clock.
Yeah, especially against Warrior, you want to maximize as many combo pieces
Right.
as possible, or else they can just fatigue you potentially.
Oh, you don't want to get fatigued by a Warrior. So yeah, Chakki's just wondering, I think, which 6-drop to put down. I think the Emperor is pretty strong.
What about just putting Sylvanas here out without any threatening board? Well, there's not an easy way for the Dragon Warlock to actually deal with the Sylvanas, right? He has to pair 2 cards.
Right. But then at the same time, the Emperor is the same stat value, right? And you're saying that, oh, you have to deal with this Emperor. If you don't deal with Sylvanas, I guess it's perfectly fine, right? It just sits there, doesn't really do anything. But Emperor is much better here. Yeah, I mean, it's much more pressure in a sense.
Yeah, not to mention you're always super happy to get like the Sylvanas down to 5 so you can combo with Brawl potentially.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Very good point.
That's a good point.
The old Sylvanas Brawl combo, which was one of the most annoying things.
What, but did anybody use that? People thought that Sylvanas was bad at 5 mana.
That was the most stable combo in the combo to Warrior.
People thought it was bad. I haven't seen any play it like back then.
No way.
No, people didn't play it.
Are you trolling me?
People thought that every card was bad. You know?
no, man. Like Sylvanas Brawl was the really unstable card in Conquer
People
Warrior.
thought Karen was the best. Well, given the time, Karen was pretty good. But over here, not really a good way to deal. I mean, you can shield slam it, I guess.
Shield Slam is okay.
Yeah.
I don't see any other way you can deal with the Emperor without doing anything relevant here. Well, to be honest, a 1 threat with 5/5 stats is okay. Kinda overextend the board, but you have 2 big threats in your hand anyway.
Right.
So you don't have to be cheap here.
And I guess Dog really needs to clear the board. There's just so much pressure. So the first thing I can see is just you know, a Corruptor Shadow Flame, which is terrible.
Dragon.
Yeah. You just have to like play it with the Shadow Flame and just clear the board, right?
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, you meant Corruptor and Shadow Flame.
Yeah. What else can you do here?
Well, Big Game Hunter and have to be, even when you play 2 Big Game Hunters, you should keep 2 against the Warrior, right?
Yeah, it's super valuable against Warrior.
Right. So what do you do instead? Hellfire and Implosion, I guess?
Technically on 1 you get an additional 8 damage. That basically doesn't really do much against that kind of board.
Yeah.
So will almost always be damaged anyway.
But you're reaching very dangerous levels right now. 12 health left for Dog, and Chakki just needs to fight Grommash and the game is going to be over.
Yeah, it's Grommash Taskmaster GG.
Ooh, not the right one.
Baron Ganon? You deal 5 damage to the face, Baron Ganon. You kill...
You kill your own Shield Maiden? That feels kind of sucky.
Never mind.
Would you consider healing your opponent for 3 and then hitting for 5? I mean, okay, what else do you do? Like Sylvanas, I guess, is fine too. Okay, if you can't play Ganon, you can't play Alstraza, then you play Sylvanas. It's like elimination, right?
It's true. Sylvanas, at least she will take a 1/1.
Sure. Kind of.
Alex isn't the worst though, because you force the BJH and you have the Baron Geddon to respond, and then your next 7-drop will stick, most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, you paid out
makes
the Big Game Hunter, which then will be killed by the Baron Geddon, right?
Okay, so if you play Baron Geddon, you're trading the Imp boss. Right?
No, we're playing Alex first, so we can get in
Oh,
the Big Game Hunter.
But Chakki decides to Sylvanas here instead. A little bit more sticky. Ooh.
Second Corruptor with no really effect.
Not really.
This kind of sucks.
So here, guess you want to find more answers. So Dog is trying to think of whether to tap or coil.
He's the difference when between 5 and 7 HP. I think there's no difference, right? It falls short to he's being defeated by Baron Geddon, Interfere War Axe, or Death Spite.
Yeah.
When he has 5 HP. So actually
Sure.
there's a difference. And both players are aware of the exact deck list of their
Right.
opponents, so they can make better calls in general.
Ooh, the ooze tech.
Well,
Not gonna be too helpful here.
not really, yeah. The weapon will kill him immediately anyway.
Yeah, this trading is actually pretty. It has to be pretty precise.
So you want to kill the Sylvanas and then... Oh, I wanted to say Argus, but in this situation you can just play anti-Killbot, right?
And then just go out to the face. Well, I guess you can. Keep in mind that this heal bot isn't really like healing for 8, right? It's kind of healing for 3. Because the
Kinda
Sylvanas just
giving
gonna
it
hit
a
your face
taunt.
again, right? Yeah. Alright, Chakki's still trying to find a Gramash, or maybe even the weapon, it would be perfect.
Shield block.
Not quite.
Well, you can play this Alex with -2, not like -3 like less than.
Okay. Need a little bit more value, right?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
3 mana draw card doesn't seem as good right now.
Harrison Jones a useless card. right
That's
now.
pretty dead card, yeah.
But it's a 5/4 minion, so it's not that bad. It's like a Blackwing Corruptor without really effect.
It's like a Blast Mage that doesn't do anything. That you
That's
get to
two.
spend 1 more mana. That sucks.
But Blackwing is for 5, so it's exactly the same.
Okay. Well,
You can play Sylvanas into Healbot, Baron Geddon, kill Sylvanas, and get a 50-50 for him, Gang Brother. Well, I guess Harrison Jones is still the best choice here.
and just go for face.
Yeah.
You really want to put your opponent down to like kill range.
What do you need the silence for? Let's check Doc's list. What would you keep the silence for?
Well, I mean, he's not really keeping it. It's just that silencing an in-game boss doesn't really do anything. You're just
well,
killing a 1/1, right?
If you would like to
So-
play the Baron Geddon, then yes, it will actually do something because then you will steal the in-game boss. At least it's 2/2 remains.
Right. I don't know. I feel like you want to keep the silence. Just why not, right? Argus maybe that goes past taunts.
That's like
Yeah.
the one only target because 2 Twilight Drakes are being well played already.
Yeah. Well, basically the point is like silencing a 1/1. Silence only kills a 1/1, so it's not really that worth it. That would be pretty much what he's thinking. Now Dog here has a very hard choice. He has to deal with the board, and doesn't have any dragons, so that's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna give up one of his minions. He gave up
And so
1/1. That's
yeah,
perfect.
Perfect.
He's gonna shields up, of course.
What he needs to draw now is either Malagos to potentially finish the game if there will be no second execute, or in silence.
But yeah, it just looks like Dog has stabilized, and he has all the time he needs to draw it. I mean, even if Chakki has like a combo or whatnot, he still has to get past this wall. So Chakki's kind of drawing to like a brawl. Just
Sarah maybe.
it's yeah, maybe
Awakens.
Ezra's works too.
Those look like his only good draws, yeah.
Yeah, but everything else kind of sucks though.
Well, Dr. Boom is not that bad.
He's
Yeah.
just figuring out what to do.
Again, though, if
This
he wanted
turn.
the Dr. Boom to work, he would have had to Alex a while ago. Now Alex is really bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. He will have to like wait for another turn to play Alex. Even more.
Yeah.
Baron Geddon is awkward. Doesn't do anything. Spawns even one more attack for his opponent.
Right.
He
I
like
only
Shields Maiden and that's it.
I only see Shield Maiden
and
and maybe possibly silencing the in-game boss, because it has more health. That's pretty much the play, I guess. Everything else kind of sucks. It's funny that both players are trying to stall for their big cards, so depends on who draws it first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dog can draw his Malagos and immediately use it, whereas Chakki, if he draws Ysera, it's going to take him like 2 or 3 turns to actually use it.
Right. Now this 4/4 taunted anti-Q bot is very, very valuable, so Dog is going to try and make it stick around, I guess. No dragons is definitely a pain.
How much cards does he have? Do we know it? It looks like around 4, 5.
Dog? It looks like around like 10 actually.
Sure,
He has 10 more
was
cards, yeah.
tapping a lot.
Alright, he's gonna just spend a Dark Bulb here. Yeah, once again realizing that his taunt is really, really important. So he's just gonna put the as high health as possible, really.
And he's not overextending because of the looming brawl somewhere in the deck.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, the Green Goblin.
So it's lethal, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the golden one, so it's not for sure.
Abusive, also a pretty bad draw. Man, Dog has been missing a lot of draws.
And how many heals does he have left? He played one anti-heal bot, right? So he has a second one and a one Farseer, I guess.
Yeah, he still hasn't played any, what's that called? Sludge Belchers?
Well, he's not playing Farseers.
No Farseers.
Okay.
But what to do here? I guess you want to lessen your chance of taking damage to your face and a taunt. So I would actually BGH first and then trade the bombs. Yeah, this anti-kill bot's definitely not trading. It's gonna try and I would BGH first. You don't really care if your BGH dies at this point.
Is there any reason you attack the down first instead of making the imp?
Ooh, yeah, you should have. I would have made it imp first.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
It
looks like he thought about it.
Oh, that is not good. So now he's open to stuff. Now I think he needs to put on the pressure. I would just play the the Corruptor right now.
You have to go for it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have no insurance, so just one card kills you immediately.
Time is running out, so you need to basically think that you're gonna draw Malagos next turn, and you want to put on the pressure. So
and a tap is really not what you want to do here, because then you even die to a draw much without any activation.
Or Death Spite even, right?
Oh no, Death Spite, yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Ooh, the Ysera comes up. So let's see here. Chakki is facing around 14 on the board. So effectively he's at 11 health, right? So knowing that,
he saw one Dark Bomb.
Yeah, he used the Dark Bomb, but then you would have assumed that your opponent has some combo pieces, right? So Chakki dies to 3 cards right now. So he has to think how likely it is, and decide whether he wants to play Get In to clear some of the board and dodge lethal that way, or just play Ysera.
Well, by playing Baron Get In, you kill 6-7 points of damage, but then you spawn one more, so it's basically minus 6.
Yeah, so it kills 6 points of damage basically.
But then you do 2 to yourself too. So
That's true.
So you negate your hero power, so it's basically, minus 4.
Right, so in a sense he's still dying to 3 cards. So in that sense, Ysera might be better.
Yeah.
And he makes that judgment as well. This dream card might be big, and
it's Laughing Sister.
That's a dead card. Oh, there we go.
So
Wait a
it's
minute.
like 8 damage.
Well, 14 on the board, right?
8, 10.
14 plus
10
9.
from the hand.
14 plus 9 is 23 and 25. So he does have exact lethal.
Does he?
Yeah.
9, 10, 14.
14
That's
plus
24. 4. Oh, it's 9, not 8. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly lethal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly lethal. So Dog is gonna scribble, do some math, addition, do the table chart, and
Dear Diary.
Dear Diary, today I got lethal against Chakki. And there you go. Wow. So the Blackwing Corruptor that Dog played last turn paid off.
Yep,
like we said.
definitely.
And the so far it's gonna,
He gave, though, small chances to Chakki by, as you pointed out, hyped, by not trading first with the unsilenced, silence the imp game boss to spawn one more imp to get to minimize the chances to hit the anti-kill bot that was taunted.
Perfect. Yeah, you can see that Chakki's soul evaporate a little bit there.
And he's in school too.
Yeah, what?
He's in school.
He's in school? What does that mean? Oh.
He has some problems, so point that out. Maybe he's hearing us, or I don't know. Because that's a problem. Maybe the white noise is not working properly.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Usually, they told me as well when I played my game, it says when the white noise stops, you have to notify an admin, and then just be truthful.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
So he's a fair player. See, Chakki.
Oh, we're all fair players, right?
It's well mannered.
Yeah.
Not bad mannered. We have to start using WM.
What's
instead
WM?
Of BM.
Why?
They have GM.
What does that say? Well mannered?
Yeah.
That's so lame. WM is such a long letter. You know what SM Orc stands for?
I don't.
I think it stands for Suck My Orc.
You sure of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The audience is looking, and we see some pretty hype faces. Say hi to the camera, guys. Yes, there we go. All right, awesome.
You're such a crowd mover.
Crowd pleaser.
Oh, look at that guy in the back.
Sorry, the guy at the back. What's he? Oh, yeah, we see you. We see you. We see you.
Is it Gara?
Silly guy. It's a Gara. All right, well, back to the match here. Dog is up 1-0. His Malagos Warlock is locked and it's going to be done. And the next matchup is going to be a Patron Warrior versus a Control Warrior. Who do you like here, Height?
It really depends on if you get the brawl in time, and the Harrison helps a ton as well.
That's true.
And Jack is playing one brawl, if I remember correctly. Let me check. One
Yes,
brawl.
one brawl.
Yeah, one brawl, but there's of course an Harrison Jones, which is also really important against the single death bite.
Yeah, and we know that Dog doesn't play Harrison Jones, right? So, would you say that it favors Chakki a little bit here? Just 2 cards?
Without the brawl, I am a little scared. Another big thing is Chakki plays the Iron Beak Owl. If he can hit that on an Acolyte,
Okay.
that's a big move as well.
That is a big deal. Usually Acolytes draws 2 cards, right?
Yeah, and generally you're not going to throw it out though against a warrior to just draw 1, so you don't get like the full value.
Doc knows that Chakki rounds the silence, so he might play differently with the Acolyte of Pain. He will like play it more safe with just an whirlwind immediately after he will play the Acolyte of Pain, or maybe even enrage the Acolyte of Pain immediately. Who knows? Depends on the situation, depends on the draws. Many unknowns for now.
Yeah. That's alright. Alright, starting hand for Dog is pretty decent. I like that. Chakki's starting hand is alright, I guess. You have something to play at least. The Despite is going to help early on. So yeah, both of these players have good starting hands.
Yeah, the Battle Rage is kind of awkward because, you know, Chakki might be able to not damage the hero till like turn, let's say 5, because he will be keeping the weapons for trading,
right?
And not just for damaging the hero. So the Battle Rage will most likely be dead for a few turns.
And yeah, here's one of the key cards that we mentioned, Brawl. Although you don't want to see it this early on, it's still a good pickup.
You don't? I think you do. Actually,
it's kind of nice. You get to play a little bit differently. You don't have to like save you don't have to save executes for weird things.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
It changes your way of thinking about the match itself, because you know I'm safe from the first wave. What you have to do is just save also 1 durability point from your weapon, so you have like a full spectrum of choices after the brawl.
Sure, that makes sense. Well, now the Acolyte from Chakki is basically punishing the Loot Hoarder from Dog, and he is trying to figure out a way that this Loot Hoarder is not going to draw 2 cards, but he can't really find it.
You can coin the Dread Corsair, but that still doesn't guarantee anything.
Coin Dread Corsair, that's one of the worst awful moves when you're playing Patrons.
Right, so he decides to just give it up. Probably playing an Armor Smith here.
Chroma's being drawn.
Oh, just wants to remove the Acolyte. Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Sure, I guess it makes sense. I mean, Despite is coming on 4, and Despite cleans out
Why
the Armor
does it
Smith
make
really
sense?
cleanly.
Because you kind of want to be damaged by the Acolyte of Pain for the Battle Rage.
That's true.
Yeah, but Chakki could just not attack though as well.
That's true too.
And there's no efficient way to deal with this Cruel Taskmaster, so Dog's probably thinking it's going to peel off a lot of armor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As Patron Warrior, you do want to damage yourself with that 1 damage. It's very important. Oh, that's a good draw. So now he's damaged.
Now he's going to get a good Battle Rage off potentially.
Right.
Yeah, with the next turn, Pirate.
Yeah, Pirate,
and
Armor Smith.
Yeah, exactly. You draw probably 4 cards if the Cruel Taskmaster will live.
Alright, Despite back, and both of these guys have a weapon.
Using Death Spite on a Taskmaster.
Oh, is it time?
Oh man,
that is tempting.
Is it time?
Well, you have a whirlwind, right? But do you want to overextend so much? I don't think so. Maybe you just use Patron, Enrage, Death Spite, and that's it. Save the second whirlwind.
You save the second whirlwind. You also want to use the Battle Rage to draw more cards, right? And that only happens next turn. So
there's also a fair point to bring up, because the Death Spite is useless when there are Patrons already on board.
That's true.
It acts kind of like a pseudo removal for the weapon if you play the Patrons this turn.
So what do you do this turn then? If you're not gonna just YOLO pull the trigger, then you're just gonna play like Armor Smith Pass or something, just to like soak away the weapon from your opponent.
No, I think you just go for the full Battle Rage, you know, with the Corsair too.
Full Battle Rage. I actually like holding here. You really want to reload because you know that your opponent plays like one board removal, right? Like brawl.
Yeah, but
so you need the second removal. So you kind of want to get more cards so that the control warrior is kind of like pressured up. So Dog is gonna actually play the Armor Sphere and just like remove the weapon, possibly. I like that actually. It's pretty good. Doesn't really need to play a Drift Corsair, so.
I don't know if I like that because you're giving away the potential card draw from Battle Rage, and if you're not planning on playing the patrons right now, you're kind of waiting for the Warzone commander, as you said. But
no. I mean, the thing is, like, if you play Patron right now, and Chakki deals with the board, for example, like a brawl or whatever, then Dog has no more cards, and his Battle Rage is actually like negative value because he can't draw any more cards. Like with this play, he can actually play the Patron right now, inner rage it, use the Despite, and actually draw 4 cards, and that's really insane.
Yeah, not to mention he had any answer to Chakki's turn 6 play. You're not really afraid of turn 6. It's just 5/5s, right? Emperor, Shield Maiden, Sylvanas.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You had the weapon
Oh,
on.
play a Drift Corsair for 1 more card. Let's do that. Yeah, I would definitely just cycle the Drift Corsair for a little bit more combo cards. You really want to fight the Emperor
Would you?
in this matchup as well. So I would definitely just cycle it.
Well,
I think he's just checking for board space, see if he can.
Oh yeah, you definitely have enough board space.
Well, no, on Chakki's turn though. If he has a full board, it makes it easier to clear.
Oh, okay.
well, he will have a full board if he does that, right?
Yeah.
No, wait, it's all in spawns too. Wait, there's 1 space more, so if Chakki goes to the attack with Death Spite, then there will be still 1 more patron. But we all know that it will not happen if there's a brawl.
Yeah. It's really interesting why Dog is keeping this Drift Corsair. Maybe he expects like a brawl coming, and just gonna save that card and valid this card over every other card in his deck.
No Emperor, but a Warzone commander. So what's the plan here? You want to, when you will see the brawl, then you know you can overextend, because there's no second brawl in the deck.
That's true.
So the question is, how do you do that? Because you can go for the full OTK mode if you draw Emperor during next turn. So you keep the Floating Berserkers in hand. You want to get the second Death Spite or second Whirlwind.
No, I mean, it's actually Chakki's actually in an interesting position in that he doesn't need to actually use Brawl. He could Geo Slam a 3/3, right, and then execute a 3/2, and then just axe the one that's still at full life and just clear the board that way. If he
But why would you
actually
wait
keeps
with
his
Brawl?
Well, because your opponent usually reloads. Like
you have
in a matchup where both players know what they're doing, the Patron Warrior will usually do a reload after the first board sweep. So if Chakki actually keeps the Brawl, 1, he has a Brawl for the second reload, and 2, he actually might be telling Dog that I don't have a Brawl, so go ahead and just overcommit.
And with this play, you can afford the Belcher too, so it's really strong.
Yeah. There you go. And back over to Dog right now. Not the best position to be in, really.
Yep. Okay, Warx and
I think it's just a turn for more cycle.
Loot Hoarder and a Clyde of Pain. But you can always play the Whirlwind, but I think you want to keep it.
Nah, you're keeping it from now. You want to basically look for an OTK situation because your first group of patrons got wrecked, obviously. So your second refill would be the Warsong plus Patron, and then your third one would have to be killing with like a second Warsong plus like a Frothing Berserker or something. I think right now what Dog really wants to find is like Emperor or like the second Frothing to like really hit the OTK on Chakki.
There's no easy way to deal with this. That's kind of sad.
Just have to be careful not to give Chakki a chance to overdraw him. Usually, milling cards doesn't really matter, but in this case, it actually does, because as soon as Chakki, mills something like an Emperor or like a Frothing, then he can be much safer. He can adapt to the situation.
Sure. Okay, Warx. Well, this might kind of help. You will still keep your Belcher if you want.
Yeah, just
silence the Clyde of Pain. Well, he already has 6 cards in hand, so I don't think that's
Right, but then what are you saving it for?
Yeah, he has a way to deal with the Emperor, so pretty much go ahead and just silence this.
Yeah, I would silence it too. Exactly that. Okay, good.
1080 no scope.
And yeah, still have the Armor Smith, very nice. Thinking of whether he wants to use the shield block or not, but no, just saving it for Shield Slam.
Might be a big deal though, going into turn 9 if he misses his 9 drop, if it's one turn too late. I might have been tempted to go for it, because I always want to Alex like as soon as possible, just get the 8-8 on board.
Alex,
Okay, Alex or Izar, that makes sense. Maybe. We'll never know though, right? Because we never see the next card afterwards.
We'll see eventually.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's true, okay.
I can check for that.
Back over at Dog's turn here. Seems like a pass turn to me. Just like kill the Acolyte, you know, drop another Acolyte.
Goes for the ruin though.
Yeah, just goes for that.
Second Grim Patron.
Does he want to keep the 1-2 around?
I think you just play Armor Smith and Loop Squatter. The armor is not really that important anymore.
And you I think you actually want to keep the axe around.
Think so? Then trades for the Loop Squatter.
Yeah, but then at the same time you kind of want to bait the Harrison. Like if your opponent, if Chakki has Harrison right now and everything is the deck card, then why not just let Chakki use a Harrison on the War Axe instead of a Despite?
I don't think Chakki would play Harrison Johnson on War Axe.
Right. So at that point, so that's why you can save the War Axe. So it doesn't matter at that point, right? Like if your opponent uses Harrison, that's good. If he did, then well, you still have a War Axe.
You want to keep the Loot Holder on board just to make a little bit of pressure. You know, it's a 2 damage per turn, but still it's okay.
Oh, really?
Oh, look at that.
Oh!
Alright, he knows what he's doing.
Okay. He knows his deck well.
Unless this would have been a good Ysera turn. We'll see if he draws Ysera next.
Yeah, Ysera is better than Alex Straza early on, or is it? Actually,
depends.
Alex Straza might be better to play first, so your opponent kills it off, and then your Ysera sticks on the board.
But
yeah, probably.
But it's harder to kill Ysera than Alex Straza. Wait, is Dog playing a Big Game Hunter here? Warrior.
No. But it's effectively the same thing.
Yep.
So Alex Straza is definitely better. Alright, weapon pickup. This doesn't really do anything.
10 cards left for Dog.
Can draw a card from Acolyte first. But yeah, like we said, it's like the second reload is the War Song plus Grim Patron, and the third reload is going to be the kill, right? With the War Song plus double frothing with like a Despite Whirlwind or like cheaper spells from Emperor or something like that.
But you have to keep 2 AoE effects for that. So he used one Despite, he used one Whirlwind, so he has to keep the other 2. So how does he spell on patrons then?
Yeah, this is where you have to start counting, right? Because there's a limited amount of damage.
It's similar to Rogue.
Right, pretty much. Oh, that's a good top deck.
Definitely.
Really looking for that execute.
Execute and
Emperor is still okay for next turn, but you have to deal with the Alex.
Oh, this is pretty sad.
That's not enough.
That is not quite enough, but he's just gonna bluff it maybe. So that,
Well,
I have enough damage to kill you.
Next turn, 1 frothing is definitely not enough.
Yeah, but Chakki doesn't know that.
Emperor for Chakki 2.
Would you ever use an 8/7 to kill a 1/4?
What about the...
Oh man. That's actually a pretty good play of a dog, right? You know, he's kind of bluffing it. It's like, I have so much damage in my hand, I'm just going to equip this Despite over my War Axe, going to hit you with it. Because technically, if he wants to maximize damage, he'll hit with the War Axe first, and then equip the Despite.
Imagine the Hearthstone draw right now. That would have been seal the deal, actually.
So maybe
he
would have just played, he would just attacked and not equipped the weapon. But with this play, Chakki's maybe a little bit, you know, confused of how much damage Dog has. Like, he's concealing his damage really, really well.
He can bluff.
He can see the one Whirlwind, and he hasn't seen Emperor yet, though, so I don't think he's too scared.
Yeah. He will count for sure, and I think you should kill the Armor Smith. Like, the way the game goes right now, I think Chakki can just prolong the game and win by not rushing it.
Tough to tell. You see, Chakki is scared. He clears off the board. And of course, like the less bodies there are on the board, the less damage the Frothing Berserker takes gets buffed
Oh,
anyway.
look at that, second Frothing Berserker.
Oh man.
So if he wouldn't kill the minions, right? He would have 3 minions and additional 3, that's 7, so that's 14. That's 18, 20, 21, 23, 27 damage.
27 damage.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get that? How'd you get 27 damage? That's a lot of damage.
Well, you got.
Okay, so how I count with Frothing is that every minion is 1 damage, right? So we play
Yeah.
Warsong, Frothing. It's 5 minions on the board. So
Yeah, but there's already 3 on board, right? 3, you spawn 3, and there's a.
oh, you mean if you're using Patron?
No. If Chakki wouldn't have cleared the board, you know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Chakki is clearing the board though. Yeah.
Just hypothetical.
Okay, I see. Well, that's a lot of damage for next turn. Chakki has a Shield Maiden. Is that gonna help?
Shields Maiden to the rescue.
Well, I guess you just BGH the Thorson here, and just so obviously you swing with the Armistice first, and just like BGH the Emperor with the Taskmaster. But
Then you play your own own Emperor, or just play a Shields Maiden.
no, you don't have enough mana for that. You have to armor out.
Oh yeah, right. Never mind.
Okay, maybe because of that, you want a Taskmaster execute instead and play Shield Maiden just for like extra health.
Are you afraid of putting that many creatures on the board though? It seems like Chakki's last play, he felt like he was out of range. Not like this. He's getting his creature off the board.
Okay.
He's not gonna. He doesn't need the pressure. He just needs to live. And
Okay.
this makes sense with the play he made last turn.
Okay, so kind of like against Freeze Mage, right?
Yeah, and yeah, getting the board. He didn't. If he did the Taskmaster BGH, that would have had 3 creatures on the board.
That's
Because
true.
Alex would have lived as well.
Oh yeah, that would have been pretty dangerous.
There's a good play here.
There's a good play, but you're looking to kill your opponent, I believe. So
So you wait this turn?
well, that's a hard question to answer.
If you do, well, you can always just go face with Deathspite and Gromash.
No, I think
the
that's
Whirlwind's way too valuable right now.
the
Too-
Whirlwind, yeah, it's too good for Frothing. Right now, the Despot can hit 5 minions, so it's effectively 10 damage. So if Dog drops everything, the Despot represents 14 damage.
He needs to draw the second Inner Rage for the Paladin, I think. If he wants to push for more damage.
Yeah, Inner Rage is good on the Grim Patron, definitely. So it might just be a pass turn, to be honest.
Yeah, feels like so.
Oh! Now, putting 1 extra body in the board, it's always very scary. Like I've been talking to Chakki a lot, and he told me in one of his games, he purposely didn't play a minion against Patron Warrior, and he was like 1 damage off, and he won the game afterwards. It wasn't like a qualifier or something, and that was like really interesting.
Dr.
So-
Boom is such a liability against.
Oh yeah, definitely. You don't want to do
Against
that.
Patron because
Yeah.
you know the bombs can kill those Frothings, but on the other hand, they can just
Buff them
add-
even more.
add those minions like
Okay.
by much.
Yeah, I'm bringing that up because Chakki definitely realizes that more bodies on the board is very, very scary. So he's not going to put it. He's not going to play it.
And he knows the dog
Nice
has
choice.
the 2 executes, I believe, right?
Right.
At least 1, and it's very likely to have it at this point.
Yeah. Dog just looking for that second Whirlwind, just looking for that Inner Rages. Just need to find them, really.
Yep.
So 1 card, fine by me.
There's
we
an
go.
Inner Rage.
So now he doesn't have enough mana to pull everything off. So it's another pass turn, I believe.
So how much damage would that be? If there won't be only 1 creature, you spawn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creature. Full board, right? Full board.
You can't play everything, though. You can't play the Grim Patron. So you have 4 creatures, right?
Wait, what?
You can't play the Grim Patron. Oh yeah, no,
You
yeah,
can.
you
You
can.
play
Yeah, of
everything.
course. Oh yeah, it's 4 mana.
So Warsong Commander, Frothing, Patron.
5 creatures.
Inner Rage.
6 creatures. So then 6 creatures means it's 12 damage from the Despite. Well, that's a lot. Well, we'll figure that out later. We'll see what Chakki does first. Man, every minion is a liability. What a bad position to be in. So now, nope, Dog is just gonna do it. Does he have 38 damage? What do you think, Hype? Just by eyeballing this, just no calculations.
No
do you think he's good
calculation?
enough?
No. But he does have the ground follow-up, so...
That's true. I'm leaning towards no as well. But I don't know. Grim Patron might squeeze the last bit of damage. Oh man, I think
That's
it's
24. That's 30.
I love that.
30. Actually, that might be lethal.
Lothar's trying very hard. Your opponent's at 38.
I think that's exactly 38. Well, let me count. Let me count again. That's 2. That's 4.
Oh, he's doing it anyways.
That's plus
We'll
2.
see.
That's 6. I think that's 40. To be honest.
40. Okay, we'll see if Lothar's map is correct here. Dog is looking. I don't think the time is gonna allow him to think. He just has to go for it.
You go for it, bro.
I think he
you
has to
already
go
make
for
the
it.
move.
Yep. Nope.
No, no, no!
What's happening?
First.
What's happening?
Oh no.
Oh no, he doesn't know what's. Oh no! No!
No.
That's
Wait,
not quite enough damage. What is he doing? He has
Why
to attack
does-
with this patron as well. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Inner Rage would have dealt basically 2 plus patron, so 8, plus another 2 damage, plus 10.
Wait. Let me
Oh
count
no,
again.
he didn't have lethal. He was 4 damage off. Okay, so
No,
anyways,
wait. He had.
I don't think so.
Let me
Inner
count
Rage would
again.
have been 5 plus 2.
From
yeah, I
board,
think
he
so.
has full board after Inner Rage and attack with the Death Spite. So that's 8 creatures on board. So you have 16 from the bonus from Frauding Berserkers, plus 4 from the Fraudings, plus 2 from the Inner Rage, and plus 3 for patrons. So that's 12. Right? And then you have plus 4 from the Death Spite. So that's 20, 32, 36, 38.
Sounds good.
Right? Am I wrong?
I'm not following you because like it's really hard to follow.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think me and
like
Maz are just trying to figure out how much more damage he could have done, which seems like it was about 8 more damage.
10 more damage because double
10 more
Frauding
damage,
gets
okay,
buffed,
yeah.
right? So I think it wasn't lethal.
I guess Twitch chat knows.
Twitch chat would know. Twitch chat obviously knows.
Oh,
They know
yeah.
everything.
Dog looks pretty disappointed. Dog's like redoing the math now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's kind of close, but I mean,
No,
at
it's not
that
close.
point, I would have just went for it too.
Wait.
Yeah,
I would have just went for it.
I think he was doing a lot of math on it if the
You
inner
guys
rage on
talk, I
Grom
would
would have been
just
better.
recount
Yeah,
it.
maybe. Oh man, the whirlwind comes now. It's a bit too late. So.
Alright, well Twitch chat did the math and they say miss lethal.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I was right this time.
By Twitch chat.
By what you I was
According to Twitch chat.
Yeah, but
Hey,
according to me it's correct.
According to you, okay. Alright, so here what do you do? I guess you just need to charge the Sludge Belcher for some damage? You have no more patrons. You have no more Frothings. What do you do with the War Song? Oh, how about this? How about you just War Song, Sludge Belcher, and just Inner Rage right now? You save the Grommash for like the Whirlwind Execute to get past any taunts.
and not to mention he can't death spite your Sludge Belcher anymore.
That's true. Oh, no, just gonna go for it. Okay. Alright, looking pretty good for Chakki. He just needs to stabilize. That's all he needs to do. Dog is running on 2 more cards. And Dr. Boom. What? Quite what you want to see? This is quite tricky, actually. Would you YOLO Dr. Boom here?
You mean Dr. Boom before you swing?
Yep. What else can you do?
It's not like you need the bombs later, right?
Yeah, that's true. But then you
but
die to Grommash, actually.
You give up the Sludge Belcher drop is
That's
basically
true.
the...
But then if you play the Sludge Belcher, then the War Song lives.
Yeah, it doesn't do much either.
That's true. Very tense moment right now. Oh man. Personally, I would play the Sludge Belcher, because killing your own boombots doesn't seem that quite right.
Yeah, plus you're dead to ground.
Whoa. He's not
Okay.
swinging at all.
I redid the math. It's 38.
Okay, Lothar. We'll believe you. I just don't want to say the dog miss lethal because it might not be obvious. But is this lethal now? This is an easier one. 12 plus 3 is lethal.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Got him.
So he redeems
So-
himself.
Well, not really. It's according to you, right? According to
chat.
you.
I think
Oh,
Amas doesn't trust me.
Maybe. I just want to give Dog the benefit of doubt.
Okay.
Yeah. Just.
Well, we can ask him
Lothar is right, says Blackout.
Lothar is right.
See, if Blackout says that, I'm right for sure.
Okay.
Blackout, Lothar, and Twitch chat are the most trustworthy people.
I'm just
Exactly.
gonna say that Dog is sitting there in top 4 and we are not.
Well, I wasn't playing at all, so you know.
Oh, okay, okay. Anyways,
Joke's on you.
No, Dog gets another game, it seems like. And Chakki's on the verge of elimination.
No, the nodes are coming in.
Uh-oh, it's going to be a Rogue versus Hunter. I think Chakki is going to go with the hardest matchup first.
So how do you... Hype, you're the expert here. What do you think? How does the Rogue play against the Warlock, the Dragon Warlock? Is this a good good matchup for the Rogue?
Yes, for the most part. The double heal bot is actually super tricky. It's but in general, the Warlock has less taunts, and you don't have to worry about Molten Giants, which helps you a lot.
Yeah.
But I have to stop you there because it's a Hunter.
Yeah, of course, but in general, it's Conquest. So
Right.
If Chakki wants to win this game, he will have to play with the Warlock, and I think that's the worst matchup for him.
Well, it doesn't matter because Chakki needs to win with all 3 of his decks anyways, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah.
just thinking about the Rogue in general, and I wanted to ask Hyped about his opinion.
Right.
Because we might not see this game. I was really wondering about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could have saved until when Chakki plays Warlock, right? You think Chakki's gonna lose?
Well, it might happen, right? It's
Okay.
Hunter.
You think Chakki's gonna lose, so we might as well just go through that matchup, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man,
that
that's
was my
sucks.
fault, friend.
Oh man, no
train of
belief.
thought.
Well, okay, Team Chakki is definitely not too happy about that. So there you go. Just gonna give Chakki a good curve, and Chakki's gonna win this one, right?
Yeah, you're really happy if you have a backstab and a prep, but you don't have like the way to follow up if you're gonna be out of cards. That's 2-0 mana cards. You need some value. So you need to pick up an Azure Drake or Sprint, something like that.
What about Agent?
Agent's not good enough. It just does the bow.
3/3s are just not good enough. Oh, Dog here, just gonna clear the board. Gonna hit first. I'm pretty sure Dog knows what traps that Chakki are running. That's just in case. And are we going to see a Huffer?
Quick shot there.
Huffer time? Suck
It
my orc?
isn't a halfer.
Suck my orc.
Well, the backstab would help now.
Backstab would have been pretty good. So now,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Dog just has to play a minion and just be happy with a 3/3.
What about just Eviscerate?
Oh, really? Really? Against a mid-range hunter, you want to eviscerate it? No, you don't want to do that.
But halfer, man.
Yeah, but what about next turn? Chakki's going to play a Shredder.
Will he? It's only 2 off the deck.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
He's been
sure
trying pretty
he's going
well.
for it.
He's going to kill for it? Oh, man, that feels so bad.
I don't know. I would maybe favor an Eviscerate instead of the Farce and keep the prep. Expert, please. What's your opinion here?
I like the prep.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it was a hard decision, but yeah, it's necessary. The Huffer's just going to kill you.
Okay. Well, Chakki needs to find Shredder, and no. So he's probably just going to clear this 3/3 with the quick shot, because Savannah Hyman is pretty much saying that quick shot is not going to draw a card ever.
Well, you want to save the freezing trap for something bigger than a Farseer, right?
Right, exactly, too. So, yeah, might as well just shoot this guy off. And, oh no, just going to push for more damage. Okay.
He's pushing for more damage, but at the same time, he's giving the Farseer back weight in hand, right?
That's true. Might come back to haunt him, but Violetisha is a very good top deck for Dog. Back to Chakki. He needs to find something.
Well, he does have an answer with the quick shot.
Whoa.
Abusive.
That's true, but Hunter's Mark might just be a little bit better. I mean, what are you going to Hunter's Mark in this matchup, really?
Well, I love comboing Hunter's Mark on your Savannah turn, and he's going to have
Exactly.
activation with the spiders. Or the
Oh, okay, sure.
That's a
Yeah,
very
that makes
good point.
sense.
I like it a lot because Hunter's Mark can be just abused
Okay.
so much, especially when you want to get that Savannah rolling out.
Looks like he really wants the extra card off quick shot though, which is interesting because I have to imagine if I was playing the Hunter, and I'm just imagining the Savannah's going to get sapped twice.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, you're such a pessimist.
But it happens all the time. It really does. Karsus coming back again, and Chakki only has a 6 mana right now. He has to choose.
Unleash the
Ooh, not a
Hounds.
good draw.
Not a good draw at all.
How
And
is it-
now the Hunter's Mark would have come in handy.
Yeah, here's the sap off the top every time.
No,
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's,
Wow.
that's good to either way.
so
because
unlucky.
you have Deadly Poison Blade Flurry to deal with the hyenas, right? So you can backstab Farseer, deadly poison. And Blaze Flare, right?
I think the first thing that comes across the mind is that you want to use oil. You want to pressure the hunter because you want to kill them before they kill you.
Yeah.
Do you want to take 6 damage to the face?
I just want to use the oil. That's the first thing that comes in mind because that push pressure, and that's exactly what you need right now.
Yeah, he needs value, which means basically he needs the oil the 3 damage from the oil to hit twice, and this is his best shot right here.
So you're gonna go face on me.
Go face.
That's it.
Best way to smork a smork is to smork.
Clave Zuka.
Oh.
Well,
That's also a lot of damage. Oh man. Well. It's a lot of damage.
well, it isn't just like
So I guess you just clear the Farseer, and then you just Blazuka roll it. Maybe hit the high main, and it does. That's 1 extra damage.
now it's in big game hunter range.
Not that it matters.
Well,
Dog does
there's
play
one.
Big Game Hunter.
There's one big game hunter? Oh
Yeah.
wow, okay. Well, I mean, the
Big
thing
Game
is
Hunter
like,
flurry.
oh, just gonna shoot him right in the face
Why
right
would
now.
How you shoot that now?
Well, because you
You
want to
saved it
utilize
so
mana for
long.
next turn, right? Maybe you get kill command. So unleash kill command. Makes sense. I actually like that. Well, Dog's in a pretty awkward position right now.
Yeah, he needs either a sap or the second backstab, but he already used 1 backstab, so it's just the sap.
Yeah, just the sap.
Ugh, that's not the sap. So
That's
flurry.
lethal on board.
Yep. Backstab does not do it, and
That's it.
yeah, Lothar, you're wrong.
Oh well, who knows?
You lost all hope on Chakki, but there
That
is a
is
team
sad,
Chakki
but-
from somewhere in the world that are cheering for him, giving them his
Giving
energy.
the energy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's floating around here for sure.
Okay. Well, still favorite for Dog because he has 2 more chances. He's gonna go up against a control warrior now, and that would suck. Oh, hey. but yeah, that is actually a pretty bad matchup, right? Did anything change? Did we miss anything?
don't
Rogue vs.
think
Control
so.
Warrior.
Rogue
Well,
vs.
Dog does
Control
have
Warrior?
the Big Game Hunter, which is like
Okay.
a free kill. It's Assassinate plus a creature on the board. The Violet Teacher, which some people have been cutting. Two piloted Tread are huge. I wouldn't be surprised if Dog tosses back the Violet Teacher and keeps the Sprint. I think Sprint and Shredder are the most important cards against Control Warrior, but it's a little awkward when you're off the coin.
Exactly.
Okay.
Violet Teacher is better when you're going first, though.
Okay, well, Dog is gonna decide to keep that, and I don't think Chucky's gonna keep any of these cards. Just
Now that's
really
not
want
looking good.
not for Dog, but Chucky really wants to find a weapon. So
Weapon, shield blocks. That's okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind keeping the Acolyte Pain. Sometimes you just throw it out, and you make them deadly poison on their 4-drop turn if you don't have an answer to the 4-drop.
okay.
It's really strong.
So you hate it when your opponent acolytes on turn 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it depends on the coin or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
We kind of do it in the reverse kind of perspective, right? Like
Yeah.
what you don't want to see is usually the best play for the warrior. Alright, Chucky tosses it back and finds a Deathbite. That's going to come in handy. Onwards to game 4. Once again, Chucky on the verge of elimination. But a good matchup for him. Pretty standard turn for both players here. Just going to use their hero power because they have no other choice.
Yeah, I like attack here.
Just because you don't have a turn 3 player, right?
Yeah. He has 1 Earth and 2 SI, so probably not going to pick one up.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to squeeze as much damage as possible. You are on the clock, right? Okay. Sprint is back.
And there's
Okay.
a prep, so that's
Yeah.
looking good for now.
Yeah, prep sprint, Azure Drake, and then you could do like a Violet Teacher Sap on the Belcher on your turn 6 is a really solid curve.
Okay.
Although unfortunately the Drake activates the Death Spite for the Violet Teacher the next turn. If you're following me.
Okay.
So Violet Teacher's going to be just a late game play if he doesn't play it now. And
Okay.
if he doesn't pick up a backstab, he should not play it now. Or he probably won't play it now.
Okay.
Shouldn't say should not.
So it just sounds like that every warrior card trumps the rogues, in a sense.
yeah, but you sprint and you have more cards than them. You sprint into the second sprint and the second prep.
Okay.
That's
So you're
the
going to
plan.
beat them in terms of cards, just swarm them out.
Yeah, especially with the big game hunter.
Okay.
The warrior actually runs out of cards fairly quickly.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow, just going to throw the Violet Teacher out there.
Interesting. I wouldn't mind a prep sprint there.
Well, it just feels like Chucky needs to, commit a little bit more to killing this Violet Teacher.
Yeah,
That
it's
rather
like the
just on board.
awkward 5 HP.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you do here is Chakki. It's really awkward. You kind of need to kill it, so...
Well, the best solution for him will be block slam.
But he doesn't have it, so it's just going to overkill this Vile Teacher by a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes you just swing it and take it to 1, but then you're weak to Earthen Ring, something like that. Shredder's a great pickup.
Yeah.
Better than Azure Drake.
Way better. Does it die?
Good point.
Yeah, it doesn't die. I mean, it does, but, you know, the spirit stays alive.
But, and also one important thing, because the Death Spider was played first, the parrot from the Pulse Shadow will not die.
The parrot!
Yeah,
Wow!
the parrot will not die.
Wow, are you changing sides now? What is this? I thought you were Team Dog.
No, I'm just like, you know, unbiased caster here.
You're biased caster.
Unbiased.
But you're biased in the wrong way, that you just cheering for like different people all the time.
See? So it's like, you know, it wages out.
Okay.
Eviscerate?
Yeah?
Seems like an okay
I mean,
option.
it clears off the Belcher really nicely. Also has the poison to keep the Shredder healthy.
And I think just next turn is sprint anyway, so the prep wasn't so valuable. Well, it's always valuable to gain tempo, but in this situation it might be more important. This turn, I mean, not the turn with sprint.
Yeah. Well, back over to Chakki here. Option to draw more cards with Acolyte, but I mean, in this matchup, I really want to stabilize as quick as possible. So I would kill the Drake, play Shield Maiden, and possibly execute the 4-3. Maybe not.
I'd execute last in this situation. You have a Shield Maiden, which is a battle cry,
Yep.
so you're weak to Mana Wraith and Web Lord.
Yeah, those are 2 more than just a Doomsayer.
Plus, the Doomsayer doesn't hurt. You don't care if you get Doomsayer.
Yeah, you're still playing Shield Maiden if there's Dooms. Oh,
okay,
gonna do that
interesting.
instead.
And
Fair Dragon.
there's a Fair Dragon. We'll have to wait for a Dragon synergy card that synergizes with the Dragon on board.
On the board, yeah, maybe. Maybe in another
bad here
expansion.
too.
Excuse me?
Cho would have been bad here too. Cho would have been super bad.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's draw some cards, dog. Need some
Really
help.
looking for a
Sap is
backstab. He has
good.
2 backstabs still.
That's true.
Blade Flurry
Second
and
prep?
Not
like-
No.
quite.
It's not that bad, to be honest.
I think it is pretty bad if you have 2 backstabs in the prep and you got none of those. All of those would have been fantastic.
Right.
But next turn you have Drake into Fan of Knives to kill off the Shields Maiden.
Yeah. Dog's in a great spot. He's got the sap and the big game hunter to deal with pretty much anything.
Alright, Chakki's just gonna set up a wall here. The Armor
That's
Smith
backstab.
should get some armor here. Mana.
The dog thinking for a second if he wants a Shredder on the board, but this is, you can Drake here. You just saw
Yeah.
the Death Spike go down.
Oh, picking up a second flurry, that's good. Use your first flurry with more confidence, and another, once again. Chakki's getting pressured.
Chakki's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, usually don't see this happen too much.
Yeah, now he has to Grom.
Yeah, you have to YOLO Grom. You
You just can't allow the role player to have a minion on board when the Oils are threatening you, right?
Did you say role player?
Rogue player, sorry.
I just heard what I wanted to hear. It was funny.
That's not life coach, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
or
what?
any- or-
What life coach is a role player?
Rope.
Role player. Oh, we're making all these jokes now. Okay, I see how it is. But yeah, I would definitely Grom.
He's definitely going to Grom. It's the only real play, and maybe Chakki doesn't want to give away that his hand has no other options.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Maybe bluff a Shield Slam.
Well,
Really? It could.
What?
Dog looking at us. I see you, dog.
Yep.
He's looking at the camera, not at us.
Posing for the camera. Alright, BJ is going to do some work here. BJ Shredder into Redagger. That is the best turn a rogue can ask for. What is Chakki going to do against that?
That doesn't look too good for Chakki.
No, it doesn't.
Really.
Not at all.
He needs to draw a Shield Slam right now to just gain some health and regain a little board control.
Oh, he needs help. Is this card gonna help?
Nope. That's not gonna help.
Well, if you can't remove the board, then survival mode it is, right? Just Shield Maiden, War Axe. Not even War Axe, maybe just like armor.
Does the War Axe sounds like a... Well, you know, at the first glance, it's okay.
Okay.
But then you look at your health points and it's like, ooh.
War Axe is only good if Chakki thinks he's gonna survive one more turn. Because if you War Axe a 4-2, it's the same as the 4-2 hitting your face, right? It's
Yeah.
the exact same.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
But
if
then
Chakki thinks he's gonna die, he should just armor up.
You have no real answer to.
You have no
to
recovery
end
though.
the
You can't do
threats,
armor
yeah.
up. It's not like you're gonna win if you live one more turn. You have to swing the board around back in your
Okay.
favor, so you can't just armor up.
So the
You're too far
fireworks
behind.
has to hit the board.
Yeah. The biggest swing play would be potentially the Emperor,
Right. But I mean, you're
but
so
you have
low.
no actual combo. If he had an actual combo with the Sylvanas, something like that, then he could actually come back. But all he has is a potential Shield Maiden Sylvanas next turn. It's kind of strong, but I'm pretty sure we're just going to see a Shield Maiden.
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
taking a risk here. And is that lethal for Dog? We know that Oil and Flurry is basically 2 fireballs to the face. So 5 plus 12 is 17.
Wait, backstab.
5 plus 12 is 17. So
6,
not quite
7.
yet. We still have 2 more damage that Dog needs to find somewhere.
No.
Nope. Sap.
So you have to
Saparino.
sap first so you don't overdraw off the sprint. Oh,
Fisher Minion. That's why I would have preferred the Shield Maiden more. Like, it's not really that vulnerable to
Oh,
sap,
the
right?
rep is awesome.
we can
is-
prep sprint first if he wants to deal this turn. I guess he just wants to heal bot, get the creature on board, or get the oil going.
Yeah, just go in. Get in there!
You're a little weak to Big Game Hunter, but I guess he thinks he can afford getting
Big Game Hunter, Harrison Jones.
Yeah.
He still has one more oil, so that's why Dog is thinking about not attacking and just getting the oil next turn. Obviously, Harrison Jones would be a bummer, but Chakki has the Harrison Jones in to clear for the Shredder. That's really hard to do.
Harrison Jones Big Game Hunter is pretty likely.
Really? I think it's pretty hard to do, to have those 2 exact cards.
If you draw Harrison Jones first, then you have 2 more draws to draw Big Game Hunter.
Right?
You know?
But I think it's still pretty hard to do. You're putting your
Sad
opponent on
if it
2 exact
works.
cards.
Now you can't even deal with that creature.
Yeah. Well, I guess you hit it. Hitting it.
I guess it hits you back with more.
Actually, that's
more
true
power.
because the second body hits you for more.
Yeah.
So you're effectively giving it Wind Fury or something like that.
Charge. Yeah.
Charge.
Charge.
Right.
It might
Well,
be-
does it anyways.
Oh.
What is he gonna get? Is it gonna be useful?
Something negative he needs.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's okay. For
Yeah, you can still put
for
oil on
Chakki.
that.
Wait, so once again, Chakki's not dead because 2 fireballs is only 12 damage.
Yeah, he can prep into oil flurry still.
Wait, actually no, never mind. 12. Oh no, he doesn't have the oil anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't
Never
have the second
mind.
one, but
He
he
doesn't
will
have a second one?
prep
Yeah,
sprint.
he can still afford an oil
Okay,
flurry.
is
what
the
I'm
oil
saying.
coming?
Foul nose.
Is the oil
Mojo.
coming?
Well, either way, Blood Mage is
Is
great.
oh, the oil draw. That is good.
That's
14 plus 3.
12 plus 4
lethal, yeah.
is
Yeah, that's lethal.
16, that's lethal. That's good.
nicely done. Now.
Vitality Totem does it, and there you go.
Yeah.
Good game. Dog is going to take it 3-1 as advancing to the grand finals.
Wow. Dog in the grand finals.
Good stuff.
This will be his first grand final.